Shalom, sweet people. I am Maker Strong. My Maker makes me strong. And I came to you guys today to give you another installment of Celibacy is Easy. So, as I go through this list today, I know that the thumbnail that I plan to use is very provocative. And I do not know those people. I don't own the rights to it. But it's something to think about. All right, so today I'm going to explore the friend zone. And we all know what the friend zone is, but just because I'm an English teacher, I'm going to give you the definition that I found. A situation where friendship exists between two people despite one's unrequited romantic or sexual interest in the other. And if you don't know what unrequited means, unrequited is, you can say unrequited means one-sided. Okay, it's a one-sided emotion. So let me just tell you guys and gals why you might be stuck in the friend zone. Number one, you put them on a pedestal. Now, that makes you feel small and it creates unnecessary tension. And yeah, because nobody is actually really higher than you or even lower than you. Nobody is out of your league and nobody is beneath you. Maybe today it may feel that way because of what you see today, but the future is not fixed. How many people have you heard of that were like homeless and they end up being discovered for something or they end up doing something amazing? They're not homeless forever. And how many people were like they won the lotto and they ended up doing the unthinkable because they lost it all and probably ruined their own lives after having money or whatever. Um, and I mean, you look at politics today and see what the people have done. Why so many of them are dropping like flies? Because at one point they were the ish, and now all of their dirty stuff is coming out to the forefront, and so all of that status, all of that, what name dropping and all, it doesn't matter now. Nobody is higher than you. Nobody is lower than you. The Most High put all of us here to live out our soul's true purpose. And that's what we should be doing. So if you put somebody on a pedestal and you're looking at them as like unattainable, the energy that you're putting out is that they're unattainable. You're putting out that frustration, that sexual frustration. And that's what's coming back to you. So, what's the solution? Love yourself. Go inside. Get some time away from them and get some time alone and start to figure out what is it about them that makes me feel like they're better than me? What makes me feel like I put them up so high? I'm not saying that they're not valuable. You should know everybody's value. But why put them above yourself? So that's something you need to figure out. Number two, they are a placeholder. Now, some of y'all are with people, you got friends, and you might be thinking to yourself that you're in the friend zone, but you really don't want that person. You don't really want them, like for the long haul. And basically, it's like maybe you might have wanted to sleep with them, but you've learned to figure out like certain things that they do and things that you might not like in a long-term partner. You like their friendship. You know what I mean? Like you like hanging out with them, let's say. You like doing stuff with them. Maybe going out to eat or stuff like that. And maybe you'd like to sleep with them. But that's it. It's like it's like it would be fun. But you know, and deep down inside, you don't really want anything long term with them. They're just a placeholder because you don't have anybody. And it's almost like, well, she's in my life or he's in my life. He's relatively attractive. She's relatively attractive. Or maybe she's really attractive. Or maybe he's really attractive. But something about it lets you know it's not meant to be your life's journey partner. It's just meant to be somebody you're learning from or you're sharing something with or even business or whatever, but it's not meant to be that. But if you are emotionally unavailable, like I've been emotionally unavailable for many, many years because I was raising my children and I was not trying to focus on moving my life in a direction that was going to upset the apple cart of my household, of my children. And I had already done that, being married the second time. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. So I'm just like, hey, I'm just going to raise my children until they are grown. And then when they're grown, then I can go out and live my life again. Some people have said that was self-sabotaging. Maybe it was. But that's what I wanted to do. And the one thing I tell you about me, I do what I want to do. Okay? That's why I'm living my best life always. When my parents died, I made a decision. That was back in 2006. I'm taking advantage of every day of my life, baby. I'm going to learn something every day, and I'm going to do something that makes me smile every day. I don't care if I cried that day. And I've had the ups and the downs, believe me. But every day I got to do something that makes me smile. I got to do something that makes me happy. Every day. If I don't, oh my, I don't remember a day that has passed that I didn't do something. It doesn't have to be big. But every day I'm looking for what's going to make me smile today. And that's why I'm happy. I don't need somebody outside of myself to tell me this is what'll make you happy, because how can they tell me? They don't know. Shoot, I didn't even know for years. I had to search it out. I had to do a lot of inner work to figure it out, right? And then I realized writing was really my calling. And I love writing. And it's like, well, I was called to be a teacher. I love writing. I'm doing them both. I wanted to be an expat. I'm doing that too. Either way, um, I just trying to drive the point home. I wasn't available emotionally. I I I love everybody. Okay, I'm a Pisces, but I could not. I wasn't available for that deep emotional connection. I really wasn't. And every time it was presented to me, I had to put it on the back burner. And the only thing that I could do, because sometimes you just, as a woman, you want to smell a man. I know. You just want to smell and it can't be your brothers or your cousins. It's got to be another man. But I know for me, I was not giving that off that I'm available for that. I didn't want it. I wanted to raise my children. That was the deal I made with myself. So I did it. I'm doing it. I still got a 17-year-old here. Um, so if you have those fears and if you are emotionally unavailable, you fear commitment or anything like that, that's going to give you that idea that you can just bring somebody into your space to be a placeholder. You don't really want them. So the solution is appreciate the friendship that you have with them. Get what you need and give what you need to give as a friend and keep it that way. Don't keep thinking about, well, maybe I might like to hit that sometime. Forget about hitting that. You know you don't really want it. And I'm talking to the ones that are, they know this is just like, I don't really want this person. But it would be fun, wouldn't it? If we just got drunk one night and just, but it wouldn't be fun because now you've complicated what was a perfectly beautiful situation. So don't do that. All right. And if I'm wrong, if they're not a placeholder, then why are you still there? All right. Here's one reason you, the last reason, the number three, the last reason you might still be hanging around is because the masculine energy has not been actionable. Masculine energy is the energy of action. Okay, it's the energy of strategy. Feminine energy is the energy of nurturing and of receptivity. That's the yin and the yang. So I know that some men's ego, and I'm saying man meaning masculine, whatever, but some egos just don't want to be popped or even, that's why they call it a fragile ego. It's like delicate crystal. And when you lead your life ego first, it's like, it's not a good thing to do because ego is not, it's like ego or soul. They're not the same thing. But if you live your life with your soul out there, you will be able to express you love this person. True love casts out fear. So now I have to wonder, do you really love this person? Or is it just this attraction that you just really would like to bone them? Because if you really, really, really love this person, you wouldn't be able to hold that. At some point, you would have to tell them, and you would have to decide whether them maybe rejecting you is worth it because at least you would know the answer. You would know whether he or she is going to say, no, I don't want that. I enjoy our friendship, but if that's what you want, I don't think we can be friends. I'll tell you a quick story. I saw myself being very superficial because, okay, when I was younger, I had a lot of male friends. And I mean, I was a hottie, y'all. I was a hottie. But I used to feel so sad because I grew up with brothers, right? And I love masculine energy. I like going to where sports is going on, and I like to hear, the guys yelling at the TV at the game. I love it. It's just like it's a thrill to me. Um, and I grew up like that. It feels like home. You know what I mean? In my soul, it feels like home. So it's nothing. I don't have anything where if there's a man in my life, it doesn't mean that I want to sleep with him because most of the time I think of him like my brothers or something, right? And so um I used to be so sad when if a guy would say, "Oh, I want to be with you like more than just friends." And if especially if he was a good friend and then all of a sudden we're not friends anymore. He doesn't want to take my calls or he doesn't, and it's like, how shallow. Even if he's attracted to me, I'm still me. I'm still the same person that hung out with him and when we did all this cool stuff together. I'm not going to be flirting with him. I'm not going to be dressing all, uh, you know, scanty in front of him if I know that he wants me. I won't do that. I won't tease him. How shallow is that? But then the roles got reversed on my butt. This guy, woo, oh, woo, hot tamale, hot tamale. And he was a guy that I met online, so I never really met him in person. But we did have the video calls and stuff like that, and he was into fitness and all this, um and he was talking to me kind of the same way. He was like, "Well, we can still be friends," and I was like, oh, I wish my Pisces nature would just lump him in the category of he's just a friend, but he was attractive, immensely attractive. And his interest in me was like, he had an interest in me, but it was breadcrumby. It's kind of like I knew that it would be like I was gonna be one of those people that whenever he's bored, he calls, or whenever the other women didn't give him any attention, he'll call me because I'll give him and I won't. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not gonna do that, even if he's hot. I'm not gonna. I won't do it for a hottie. I won't do it for nobody. But he was under the impression that he could do that to me, and I was like, no. And for that reason alone, I should have left him alone. But really, I go deep inside. I do my shadow work. I knew it was me. I was being very superficial. I was like, I cannot just laugh and talk. And I mean, we had some nice conversations. We really did. I think he's actually subscribed to my channel. And I mean, if he is, but I couldn't. Y'all, I don't like wanting what I can have. I don't like it. I'll change what I want. And that's my solution to you. Change what you want. You should want somebody that wants you. Or man up, masculine up, and let that woman know what you want. It's just as simple as that. Now, it'll get you out of the friend zone for sure. Because either she's going to say no or she's going to say, okay, I was waiting. Because I'm feminine. I'm receptive. If I was to chase after you, you would upset the balance of everything that you want with me. So I'm sorry, but you're the masculine. And if you want that role, then you need to do what that role requires. And that is the one that needs to take the action, the masculine. And you can't let your ego say, well, if I do that, what if she says no? Because what if she says yes? Or you, feminine, maybe your man could be a feminine type of man. There's some men that like masculine women. There's some men, that, you know, y'all know what I mean. And if he is that kind of man and he's being friendly with you and you think that there's something, I mean, our intuition ought to tell us if there might be something. So if you think that, then you need to be the one to speak up. Because maybe he wants you to be his. Maybe he wants you to take that role and he wants to be the other role. I mean, don't knock it till you try. Y'all, I'm being silly because it's late. But anyway, that's why you stuck in the friend zone, y'all. And if you don't want to be in it, get out. There you go. Stop accepting what you don't want. Do what you want to do. Life is too short to be giving our energy to people who don't respect it, value it, or appreciate it. There's plenty of people out here who will. Okay? And as long as you got this placeholder sitting there, you're blocking your blessings. All right. Enough preaching. Shalom.